Yo, I am Ayo Ghost, and this is my channel titled Ayo Ghost. And today, we are going to be playing a game that I've never played before, especially not on the channel. It is called the Campaign Trail, specifically the new Campaign Trail. This is a free history game for history nerds, specifically American history nerds like myself and Mr. Daredevil. And you can play this too at www.newcampaigntrail.com. This is not a sponsorship. I wish it was. But yes, I am currently recording this on at 1:36 in the morning, November 3rd, 2024, and the United States presidential election is just a few days from now, between Vice President Kamala Harris and former president and many other things, Donald Trump. So what we're not going to do off the rip is speak about the current political primates. But we will talk about former political primates. So, what is the new campaign trail? Well, let me explain it to you. You will. Well, first of all, we're going to take the role of a presidential candidate, and we're going to try to win the election by answering questions. We're going to select the year and the candidate. We'll answer questions about our platform and our position. The answers will affect your popularity for better or worse, for both nationally as well as these individual states. Walk the fine line between appealing to your base and winning a majority of the votes. Click here to begin. What year will we pick? You could pick any of the presidential elections, including 2016A. I don't know the difference. I also found out about this game from the channel Vlogging Through History. And that's a really cool channel. The guy is he's a historian, very well versed in his history. He knows his stuff, and go check out his channel. Very, very informative if you have a brain for knowledge. And what's the one I'm looking for? A brain for knowledge and I can't remember. Fuck it. You know what? Let's go to the year 2000. Let's go to the year 2000. We're going to be Ralph Nader is so we're going to be for the Green Party from the home state of Connecticut. I'm lying. I won the chance. We're gonna pick Al Gore, Democrat from Tennessee. Al Gore enters the 2000 election as the Democratic candidate, vice president for 8 years under William Hussein Clinton. Gore has a lot of options in his campaign. He can embrace the legacy of Clinton for better or worse. Politically, he can run as a centrist or move to the left and run as a more traditional liberal Democrat than Clinton did. The presence of the well-known Ralph Nader as the Green Party candidate complicates the decision. Gore is essentially campaigning on two fronts, just like the Germans. So, how are we going to enter this campaign? Well, I don't know. All I know is that George Bush won in Florida, so we're going to try to win in Florida ourselves. Select our running mate. We got old John Lieberman. He's a moderate and an Orthodox Jew who served as a senator from Connecticut, and I don't think America at large would like a Jew from Connecticut. He would be the first Jewish candidate or running mate from a major party. More reasons why Lieberman would not be a good vice president in 2000. We got Bob Graham, a Democrat from Florida, who was a former governor. The state that would be crucial to we could use him for the battleground state of Florida, or we could use John Kerry, who lost in 2004, or we can use Evan, a senator from Indiana and a governor. It's pretty popular in Indiana and not much else. I think we're gonna go with I don't know much about old Bob, but we're gonna put him on the ticket. It is gonna be Gore Graham, double G's, because that's what we are. Double G's. Alright, in the vast majority of cases, states use a winner-take-all method. For instance, if candidate A defeats candidate B in a state with 20 electoral votes, candidate A will usually win with all the 20 votes. This method tends to concentrate the election into a handful of swing states. It makes it difficult for third parties to win. On the other hand, it's easier for a single candidate to gain the overall majority. Proportional. All candidates split the votes in the state. Okay, well, we're going to go with default. Winner take all. I'm a beginner. Let's put this on easy. We're not going to go cakewalk. We're definitely not going to go disaster. Who would disaster be? Would that be who did Reagan face in 84? I know his name. He has a really weird name and a weird looking face. I can't remember his name. Alright, today you have announced the selection of Bob Graham as running mates. Can you speak more about him? The 25th question. First of all, let's do we have polls? Okay, we do have polls. Florida is in the middle. I chose one of your guys, Florida. Get with the program. Alright. So probably should have looked at the 2000 political map back then to see how, you know what, we're gonna do that now just to see how things turned out. All right. What the heck? That's not. Why did it? Oh, it's interactive. Oh, I didn't want that. All right. Okay, so as you can see from the 2000 Electoral College map, the Republicans won almost everywhere. Well, let's see. The Democrats won in New Mexico, and that was the only southern state they won, depending on if you count Maryland as a southern state. Some people do, some people don't. And the Republicans won north of New Hampshire, and that's the only northern state they won, unless you include Ohio and what was that, Indiana? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know that Midwest area. Those states confuse me. I'm from the East Coast, okay? I know New Jersey, New York, and Delaware. All right, anything else, you're messing with me. So I know we're going to lose Alaska. Okay, we're going to lose Texas. Bush was the governor of Texas, I'm pretty sure. I don't think we might get New Hampshire back. I'm not sure, but I think we're definitely gonna have to go for Ohio. Well, they got Pennsylvania. We might be able to get some of these Mason-Dixon line states as well, but we're definitely gonna go for Florida. All right, okay. Bob Graham has served his home state of Florida well. He is the type. Oh, I gotta speak like I can't speak like Al Gore. No, that's not how you talk. Al Gore, man, bear, pig. I'm so serial. Bob Graham has served his home state of Florida well. He is the type of independent thinker we need in the White House. Or he has fought tirelessly for education and the environment. Okay, we might not want to go that route. That might be too leftist out the gate. We need to ease them in. We can't just start right out the gate with he's for schools and he's for global warming. We got to start with we got to get the people in the middle first, and then we trick them. That's the key. All right, what did that do for us? Okay, we're down. We're down. What's Florida? Florida's looking moderate. We're winning in Florida right now. North Carolina, we're down 10. In South Carolina, we're down 11. I have my TV on. I just looked up at a commercial and it was just a whole bunch of ass. And I was like, wow, That's nice. And then I saw it was the HIV commercial. So I was like, whoa, no. That we could use that. We need to talk about HIV in the 2000 election. We need to get people to be safe. Okay, don't watch American Pie. You will get AIDS. All right. What is your overall strategy for the 2000 campaign? We need to establish our independence from the Clinton administration. I'm gonna zoom in on this. And let the American people know that I am my own man. I will emphasize my own scandal-free conduct. Okay, now hold on now, because if Al Gore might be married, but I'm not. So if you got any of them little freaks trying to throw it at me, I might catch it. While pledging to help those Americans who have been left behind during the recent years of prosperity. That's right. We got to get those Americans that was left behind. I am for removing the war on drugs. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. We gotta get this war on drugs. It's a losing war, General. I don't know why I said general. It felt right. We're not gonna win. Okay. The more we say something's bad for you, the more people are gonna want to do it. Listen, we can say this drug is gonna make your skin fall off and turn you to a zombie. You think that might scare people? No, it won't. It's just gonna make people want to get as high as they possibly can get off that drug and scare children in public, okay? We will hammer Bush on. Okay, listen, I'm all for hammering Bush, all right? Because in these days, everyone likes to have like no hair at all. I'm actually in favor of a little, a nice little puff of hair. You know what I'm saying? It fits the aesthetic. You're all the way clean and look like you're sick. All right. We will hammer Bush on his lack of experience and qualifications for the presidency. By the way, I have like 3 or 4 songs about being the president. They're literally called I'm the President, second term, and then I'm the President part 3, sexual relations. Guess what that one is about? We should point to the tactics his operatives used to defeat John McCain as evident. We can't speak about how John McCain was defeated, okay? He is a war hero. All right, and he has a metal rod for an arm. He can't move it. Okay, we can't make fun of Senator John McCain. Okay, as evidence that he is not nearly as moderate and moderate as he claims to be. Okay, interviewer, we will point out his connections to America's economic elites. I don't think that might affect the people. I think they just won't care because they think we're all connected to the economic elites, and I'm poor, so I'm not. But they don't know that because I was vice president for 8 years. It is important to shore up our. Why is this one in bold? This one's in. Oh, because I was on it. Okay. It is important to shore up our support for liberal Democrats, especially with Ralph Nader in the race. I will pledge to increase spending on our most valued social programs. Okay, well, the Republicans are going to say I'm a socialist by for spending money on social programs, okay? They're going to say I'm in socialism, and then they're going to drop that C word on you. I'm not talking about the one you use for women. I'm talking about the one you use for people you want to shut up. I'm talking about communism. They label me a communist, and it's over. Continue to increase taxes on high earners like Clinton did. First of all, Hillary said that and it didn't work for her, but we're not there yet, but we know where it's going. And I will look for other areas where I can appeal to the left, or why screw up a good thing? I will campaign on the positive record of Bill Clinton. Okay, I know for a fact we're not picking that one because they were trying to impeach that man for having consensual head in the White House. He's not the first president to do it. We know that for a fact. When you had JFK and you had Warren G. Harding, and we know damn well Miller Fillmore was getting it in the White House. Okay, look at him. He looked like a smug bastard. All right. So out of all of these, my overall strategy, I'm not gonna make it about Bush. I'm also I'm gonna say that that tax word is big. That tax word is big, increasing taxes on high earners. But Clinton did that, and people was trying to impeach him. But I might go with the first option to pledge to help those Americans who were left behind, because there's a bunch of people who are undecided because they feel they got left behind. And I don't want to be like the Clinton administration. We need to be different from the Clinton administration and not start random wars. Although I'm definitely going to go into a couple wars because I'm an American and this is what we do. Let's go with that one. All right, the strategy isn't a disaster, but why work so hard to distance yourself from a popular, successful president who you worked under? Okay, guys, how did that make me do? Did I lose some stuff? Probably should have been keeping track. Nothing changed. It's okay. Which means, why would I distance myself? Because there are some people in the middle who don't like Clinton, and I'm trying to get them. You know what I mean? Okay, we got a quicker state we want to go to. All right, we got Florida. We can't let that slip. I don't know what the next question is. Ooh, okay, Nevada is close. They got 8 electoral votes. I don't know if I want to go there yet. We're up in Ohio, but we're down in Indiana, and they're very conservative. Clinton is unpopular there. So who do I want to go to first? I don't really want to. I kind of want to attack. I want to go for the moderates, because attacking the conservatives would be way too difficult. I think we're going to have to let the Bush administration make errors first and then go get them. And whew, look at West Virginia and get them. Only got 5. I think I'm gonna go for we'll probably go to Ohio. Although we do got a big lead there, so we might not have to go to Ohio. I'm not going to any of these damn states. I know for a fact we're gonna lose those. We already have a lead. 13. I do kind of want to push Georgia though. We're kind of low in Tennessee, but I don't want them to go. Okay, we're gonna go to Georgia. I feel that that's too important. It's 2 million people there. I think we'll go to Georgia. Yes, let's go to Georgia. All right. What key points will you emphasize as you accept your party's nomination for president? The Clinton administration has added 23 million jobs to the American economy and unleashed an unprecedented wave. Let's not use the word unleashed, okay? Unprecedented wave of prosperity and innovation. I will continue his policies as president. Now, that's going to affect people who don't want more Clinton. We must not undo 8 years of progress under Clinton by cutting key programs and squandering the surplus on tax cuts for the rich. My opponent not only lacks experience, but his conservative ideas are a step. Okay, well, let's not attack the conservatives. I stand here tonight as my own man. I will work day and night to support the hard-working American people. I will make sure our debt is paid down and that senior citizens and middle-class families are protected in the future. I will protect our most important programs from attacks and budget cuts. Or I stand here tonight as my own man. We have much more work to do to ensure that American prosperity flows to all people. We need more spending on education, infrastructure, and research. We also need to protect Social Security, Medicare, and the environment. Okay, that might not go well if I choose that option. I'm thinking about doing this one. Because that's going to go from the separation of Clinton, which my advisor was like, are you sure you want to do that? I do like to say, like, we added 23 million jobs, but some people might still be homeless. I kind of like this one. Let's see how this one goes. All right. Way to get that crowd fired up. All right, let's get her done. Okay, how did that, I'm in Georgia. All right, okay, it's 51-47. 51-47. Which of the following best describes your position on Social Security? The Social Security system is a financial time bomb. We need to get rid of it. I'm not doing that. We need to increase benefits for Social Security. Many people can barely survive on a monthly payment, while we spend billions on the military and run a huge budget surplus. I would establish an ironclad lockbox for the security fund. If we allow the government, the federal government, to borrow our social security money, we put every senior in this country at risk, old people. The average worker would do much better if their money was invested in the stock market. I'm not playing with people's money. So I'm going to say we need to increase the benefits for social security. Let's go with that one. All right. Okay. How do we do in Georgia? Okay. We went up. We went up by 1%. Holy shit. Okay. 1%. All right, Georgia. But we don't want to lose base. So we don't want to lose base. So I do want to go to Pennsylvania. Well, maybe not yet. Oh, okay. Ohio. 50-47, down by 3. I might want to toughen that lead. Let's go to Ohio, because it's 21. Okay. Which of the following best describes your position on education? I believe that we need to return control to education to the states and to the people. I would end the Department of Education as president. We need more spending for America's struggling schools and national standards and testing to identify and fix poor performers, you dummies. Every child deserves a strong, functional school to attend. Many schools are squandering the resources of the federal government. I support providing school vouchers directly to parents so they can choose where their child goes. We need to increase pay for teachers and increase funding for the Department of Education. I don't support nationwide standards for testing. They will distort the learning process. Now, I do like returning control of education to the states, but that can also go wrong, as we're seeing in today's time. But in 2000, did people care? I don't know, because in 2000, I was only a child still. I was in the schools. I'm thinking we might need to increase pay, increase funding, and I don't support nationwide standards or testing. And I'm in Pennsylvania talking about education. Phew, shit, alright. This is a good liberal answer that will motivate your base. As always, make sure you find the right balance before getting your troops out and appealing to undecided voters. Thank you, people. Do you believe that Elian Gonzalez should have been returned to Cuba? Alright, now I don't know who this man is, but something tells me that who is this man? The Cuban boy was in high-profile custody battle between family members. His mom and her partner and him fled Cuba on a boat. The boat sank and his mom died. He was found floating on an inner tube and rescued by 2 fishermen who turned to the Coast Guard, sent him to a hospital, treated for dehydration and minor cuts. And then, they granted him temporary permission to stay in the U.S. and placed him with his great uncle, Lázaro González. His great uncle wanted him to remain in the country while his dad wanted him to go back to Cuba. This led to a high-profile custody battle involving his dad, his Miami relatives, the U.S., and Cuban officials. So his mom took him, and his dad was like, "No, don't take him." And he was returned to his father's custody after the INS raid on his Miami relative's home. Oh man. In 2023, he was elected National Assembly of People's Power representing Cuba. Well, see, he grew up to be okay. The law is the law. He belongs in Cuba with his dad. These questions are never easy, but they did what they had to. We should be talking less about, I don't know how to say his name actually. This is bad for a presidential candidate. Elian? I don't know. I'm going to call him Elian. We should be talking less about him and more about my plans to expand upon the nation. Returning him to Cuba was unconscionable. I did not support the... Well, see, he was the son of his father. His father was alive. This might be a bad decision, taking him back to Cuba, a place his mom tried to make him escape to. But he does belong to his father and not his grandfather's. And let's go with that. It's a simple issue. Small, politically active minority in Florida wants him to remain. This is also issue of supporting. Oh, okay. Small portion in lower Florida wanted him to remain. Good thing we did not answer that question in Florida. All right. So I think we well, it was not even higher. I don't know where we was at, but I don't know if anything actually went up. Cause my mind is racing. I'm actually getting nervous, and we still have so many questions left. Let's go to Virginia. Cause Virginia is for virgins, and we're down twice, and they got 13. All right. Did you support Bill Clinton's action leading to the bombing of Serbia? Listen, I don't even know where Serbia is. Okay. This certainly helped unseat Slobodan Milosevic, but as president, I will make sure that America treads carefully before intervening in foreign nations' affairs. The bombing of Serbia killed many innocent civilians and increased antagonism with Russia and China. I believe military intervention should be a last resort. This was an issue that had no bearing on the security of the United States. We also ruined any chance of mediation by insisting on the autonomy of Kosovo. I support our actions in this theater. For minimum cost, we were able to stop a potential genocide and put a dictator to justice. I like saying that, but I also like saying, hey, we helped them, but we're also going to stay out of, other people's drama. I don't want to seem like we're America's police. Where am I saying this at? I'm saying this in the South. Should I say this in the South? Oh man. I do want to stay out of drama though. Support and opposition for the airstrikes all over the place. Mainstream politicians support the action, while a combination of anti-war leftists and anti-Clinton Republicans oppose it. Okay, they're giving me these middle questions a lot. Which of the following best describes your position on the $200 billion surplus that is projected for this year? We should enact tax cuts to return this money to the American people. My plan will reduce the burden for all Americans who currently pay income tax. We should try to keep things as they are. The economy has been unusually good the past few years, and we already have a large federal debt to pay down. Because going by the law of averages, we're headed for a repression. I would prefer to see us allocate this money to new and existing government programs so that all Americans can share in our prosperity, or we need to expand benefits with Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. We can use the surplus as well as defense cuts to balance these increases. So what am I going to do with this money? I mean, we could give the money back to the people, but we also need stuff we have to pay. I would probably say put this money in other stuff. If I be too specific, yeah, it might. I might go here. Oh, or is it am I treading the line to? You know what? We'll go with this one. We'll go with this one. Because we're in the South, a lot of old people, I think, and I think if we keep choosing middle questions, we might disenfranchise a good amount of people. So I don't want to do that. So let's go with this one. All right. Okay. We did not move. We're doing pretty well in California. I'm not gonna mess California up. Texas, look how far down I am in Texas. It don't even make sense going there. You know what I mean? It don't even make sense going to Texas, yo. What is this? Arkansas? I'm not going there. Have I been to Georgia? I think I've been to Georgia, and it's tied in Georgia, so I think we have to go back to Georgia, or at least wait. We could at least wait and then go back to Georgia. What is this? That's West Virginia. We just came from Virginia. We're up in Tennessee. Let's go to Indiana, because they got 12. Indiana, what's up, y'all? Okay, what is your vision for the foreign policy? Why is Indiana asking about foreign policy? Shouldn't they be asking about all their empty cities? What is your vision for the foreign policy of this country? America should remain tough, but humble. I am concerned about some of our recent interventions in places like Somalia and Serbia. Yugoslavia. I will focus on removing dictators like Saddam Hussein and Kim Jong-il from power. They threaten the stability of the world and perpetuate evil upon their people. The Cold War is over. We should cut defense spending and stop operating so many bases overseas. Now listen, I'm speaking with hindsight, but I know a year from now, something is going to happen that's going to change this country for fucking ever. So I don't know if this is all, we just talking. We're not making decisions yet. We're just talking. I could say whatever the fuck I want to say and then do the exact opposite. I will pull troops out of places like Germany and Okinawa, where we are no longer defending anything. Or we need to remain an engaged, committed defender of human rights. I'm not picking that one. Let's see. I would say the Cold War is over and we need to cut defenses because that's more money for us. In the South, the Republicans are stupid for wanting to spend all of our money on a war that is not happening. And I think in Indiana, I think Indiana would say, "Hey, listen, Indians, we're not in the war right now, okay? Desert Storm is over, all right? We're not in Iran, okay? Yeah." We lost, but technically we didn't lose. That was Bush Senior and them that lost. Okay, I wasn't vice president then. Okay, because when we was bombing, when we was fighting from underneath as the underdog, like Americans are, we won. So I'm gonna go with the Cold War is over. You dig? Foreign policy is not a huge issue in this election. Thank God. Just avoid saying anything too hawkish or dovish or devoish. I don't know what that word is, so that you don't attract negative attention. How am I attracting negative attention by saying the Cold War is over? It started in like the 40s. What are your thoughts on the USS Cole bombing, which has killed 17 American sailors? How should we prevent such incidents of terrorism in the future? Simple. Let's not let known terrorists learn how to fly airplanes. I'm just saying, if we know that they're entering the country and they all out of nowhere start taking flying class lessons, but they're not learning how to land, I'm just saying there might be something we need to look into. All right. Okay, come on now. We need to do two things. First of all, we need better procedures to ensure that our forces in dangerous regions do better at protecting themselves. Secondly, we will investigate who is responsible for this attack, be it Al-Qaeda or some other group, and attack them accordingly. I support a strong, overwhelming response against whoever perpetrated this attack. Any government that harbors such terrorists should be overthrown, even if it requires the commitment of American troops. This attack was a tragedy, but it underscores the need to the United States to have a more limited foreign policy. The Cold War is over, and it doesn't make sense to deploy troops in so many parts of the world. Okay, not to say anything too crazy, but there were 17 sailors that died. I think in trying not to upset too many people, we need to say we need better procedures to ensure that this don't happen again in dangerous regions, and to investigate who's responsible for the attack. To show that, I'm not weak. I'm still strong. You know what I mean? Still strong, but we need to take caution. What about that? Okay, boom. Here we go. All right. I think we actually lost a percentage in Indiana. Okay, let's not go there. Let's go back to Virginia, where Bush is ahead by 1 point. Let's go to or. Oh, we're down by a lot in the Carolinas. We're gonna need those damn Carolinas. Let's look at the West Coast. How we're doing? Okay, pretty much okay in the West Coast. New Mexico. This is New Mexico. This is Arizona. 8 points. Should we go to Arizona? I think we should go to Arizona. Because it's mixed. It's mixed, and we have a lead. Let's try to do Arizona. Do you have any plans to change American tax policy? Yo, what is with y'all in these taxes, man? I already spoke about this on my first question. All right. We have a plan for the middle class tax cuts, but it would be irresponsible to make huge changes while we still have a large debt. They don't want to hear that. My budget will cut taxes and return a portion of our budget surplus to the American people. Everybody who pays taxes will receive a reduction. We need huge tax cuts across the board. Corporate, personal, capital gains taxes should be slashed. This will further expand the economy, increase in investment. I have no plans to cut taxes. If anything, we might need to increase to strengthen Social Security. They don't want to hear that. I think this one, we'll cut taxes and give some of the money back to people for a reduction. I think this is what Trump said he was going to do, and then he put like mad shit on it. So yeah, people got money back, but then things got more expensive to buy because he put that thing on American made goods. You're certainly getting attention in the news on this things. I am. But it is not a mainstream position in your party. Perhaps this will establish you as an independent thinker. Is that not what I first said? I'm my own person. I'm not just Clinton's homie. We homies, we cool, but I don't talk to him all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we share, White House interns, but don't tell nobody that, okay? Don't mention that to my wife, okay? Do you have any thoughts on the Bill Clinton scandal that you would like to share? Didn't I just say don't ask me about this? I just told you, don't ask me about this, man. Dang. What's wrong with you? What you got ears? Man, it was crazy in there, man. That's why we ain't let nobody do tours, all right? I don't think we need to belabor the point. Belabor? Was Justin alive at this time? I pledge to the American people that I will restore honor and dignity to the White House as long as there are no cameras. I am my own man. I respect William in many ways, but his personal conduct was lacking in this case. Bill Clinton was an embarrassment to the United States, and his impeachment was well deserved. I believe that he should have been removed from office. This is a non-issue. Bill Clinton is one of the best presidents of the last 50 years, and we should be focusing on his policies and successes, not his personal affairs. I like the second part, but not the first part. That might get upset a little bit, people. But I don't know about saying, because I will restore honor and dignity. That kind of sounds like I'm being like very uppity. And I think we'll go with the last option by saying, listen, it's done. No one got hurt. No one, it's done with. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at what he did professionally, not personally. Instead of looking at the man, let's look at the work. Let's go with that. It is a net positive that you're embracing Clinton's legacy. Just keep in mind there's a trade-off. Some left-wing voters believe that Clinton is too moderate. Listen, people, I understand this, all right? Was that 49, 47 in Arizona, or was it? Because I don't know. I think we just lost a percentage in Arizona. Because they asked me about what? What did they ask me about? Taxation? That's what, budget surplus? They're conservative on that. And they're neutral on Clinton. And I answered them about, I said we'll give the money back. Is that not conservative? They don't want taxes. They don't want more taxes. It's liberals that want more. Well, they don't want more. No one wants more taxes, but all right. Is there a close middle state that we can like jump ahead in? That's only 3. I don't give a flying. What is this? Where was I at? I lost my. Oh, it was here, South Dakota. Man, it's only 300 people there, man. Come on, man. I can fit y'all in my backyard. Oh, I have a lot of money. All right. We're down by 10 in Oklahoma. Yo, how many people like Bush, man? What's the popular vote looking like? I got the popular vote right now. Okay. Let's look at the electoral vote. I got the electoral vote right now, but you know, because I'm looking at the battleground states. You know, I'm not looking at the home states like New York, Massachusetts. I hit my microphone. I'm sorry, y'all. Or you know, I'm still in the battleground states, and Louisiana got 9. We're only down by 2. I think we need to go down to the low. All right, Louisiana, is it Mardi Gras season? Can I throw some women some beads? In Texas, a man named James Byrd was brutally murdered in what many call a hate crime. I should have looked at the Okay, Texas. Okay, it's a hate. So this is, what is this? A hate crime? What would this be? I'm not sure what this would. Oh, I'm in Texas. I don't know. Social Security. I don't know what this would be. It'd probably just be a neutral question for now. But they're conservative on everything except Clinton. So a crime is a crime, no matter what the motive is. Was James Byrd, what race was he, and who was the race of the person that murdered him? I do not support ideas that some victims should be held in higher regard than others. I certainly see the need for some legislation, but it should be addressed at the state level. I support increased federal hate crime legislation. No American should ever feel like a target of intimidation because of their identity. I'm going with that one. We're in Louisiana. There's a large minority population to the point where they're probably the majority. There's a lot of crimes in down there. We're gonna go with the third option. Bane. What is your position on abortion? Oh shit. My position on abortion. Good thing this is 2000 and not 2024. My goal as president will be to reduce abortions in this country to the lowest level possible. This is Social Security, I think. No, what would this be under? This is social reform. We can increase education and funding for contraception to reduce unwanted pregnancies. I might be open to ending long-term abortions. I strongly support the right of a woman to choose. We need to defend this right, and we should increase funding for women's health services unconditionally. I am a pro-life candidate for president, but I understand that we have certain legal protections in place. At the very least, we can end taxpayer funding for this practice. Over 1 million unborn children are killed every year, especially this one in this country. We need judges who will overturn Roe v. Wade, or we need a constitutional amendment to end the practice of abortion. Why do I feel like 3 of these was about ending abortion? I'm going with strong support for the right to women to choose, because women, I think, are the primary voters, and I want their votes. This is a good liberal answer that will motivate your base. As always, make sure you find the right balance. Thank you, undisclosed people. How did I do? That is still tied. What the y'all really, cause it's conservative, I'm about to say, y'all really like Bush that much? Come on, women and black people. Get to the polls, all right? Get to the polls. Oh, look. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought that was Georgia. That's Alabama. I think people are voting for us in Georgia more. Florida's looking all right. Alabama is very conservative. I think we need to go to Alabama. Oh no, what did Alabama do in the last election? Okay, they went Bush with all of the South, but now it's interesting because there's some places that are blue now, but they turn red in the election, such as Ohio ended up voting for George Bush, as well as New Hampshire. They also ended up voting for George Bush as well. Right now Nevada is blue, leaning blue, but they ended up voting for Bush as well. Oh, look at Montana. I think we should probably take a stop in Montana. It's only 3, but And Clinton's unpopular there, but it's close. I don't know. It might mess up my chances. I might just leave it because it's only 3. Where do we have like a good position at that I can like grow? West Virginia is close and it's 5. But they're moderates though. They're moderates in the mountains. Somehow they're moderates. I don't know how. No, let's go to West Virginia. No one cares, but let's go to West Virginia. Another day, another rally on the campaign trail. What do you prefer to talk about today? Since we're in West Virginia, let's talk about the Hatfields and the McCoys, all right? Now, this beef was like this was like generations of families beefing. Like, this is straight all-out war. Did this take place in Alabama? In West Virginia? I'm sorry, this microphone line. All right, I can't find it, but let's give it a good speech about how I am the mainstream liberal candidate who will help hardworking Americans and use our surplus to shore up important government programs. That's what we're running on. We're definitely running on, like, giving money back. Domestic issues. Let's talk about my plans to protect Social Security. This is West Virginia. They don't have Social Security. They don't care about public education or Medicaid. They don't have that. I will emphasize my record and experience as Vice President Bill Clinton, which they don't like. Whom they don't like. We need to attack George Bush's views on the environment, energy, taxes, spending. I don't think they will care about that either. They're moderates though, so they might. Do I really want to attack Bush in like one of his states? You know what? We'll do it. We'll attack Bush. I ain't no punk. All right, where to get the crowd fight? Yeah, I ain't no punk. Is it true that you claimed to have invented the internet? Listen, the internet is a series of tubes. All right, y'all don't understand how this works. You put a file that you scribble on at one end of the tube, and air sucks it in, and it sends it through pipes all the way to the next person, and it pops up out of their tube, and they can open it and read it. This is like next level stuff. They don't got this in other countries. They don't got cross continent tubes like we do. This is a petty personal attack designed to distract from the real issues facing our country. Maybe I didn't personally sit down and invent the internet, but I was crucial in fighting for the funding that allowed our universities to build the system. This is a misrepresentation of what I said. I never claimed to invent the internet. I was merely pointing out that government research, which I supported the center, but you know what? Now I'm going to say that I was crucial in fighting for the funding. Ain't no damn universities in West Virginia. But I do kind of like that, and I like having a little bit of fun as well. You know what I mean? Besides saying like this is distracting from the real issues. I didn't sit down to invent it, but I did fight for it. You know what I mean? Okay, we'll come back to y'all, West Virginia. Oh wait, we're ahead in West Virginia. Were we always ahead? I don't know, but I'm just going. Let's see where to go to next. I do want to attack one of the Carolinas. We're better in North Carolina. Cause that's 14 votes. I can't let that go. Let's go to North Carolina. We need a big North Carolina. What is your opinion on the performance and conduct of our current president, Bill Clinton? All right. They're neutral on Clinton, so I don't have to go in on them too bad. Bill Clinton is one of the best presidents we have in recent memory. His administration added 23 million jobs and oversaw a booming recovery economy, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. His policies were good, but I was disappointed by his personal scandals. I just said earlier I didn't care about his scandals, so I would be a hypocrite by saying that. I can't speak to the conduct of Bill Clinton in office. I am my own man, running my own campaign. I would go with the top one, because the second one's a contradiction. The third one is redundant, so I'm gonna go with the top one, saying, yo, he did a lot. And I was a part of that. Isn't that positive that you're embracing? All right, but they didn't care. What do you think of Bill Clinton's recent action to tap the Strategic Petroleum Reserve to reduce the cost of home heating, particularly in the Northeast? Man, we are in North Carolina. Why are you asking me questions about Vermont? Okay, this is clear political gamesmanship, which I cannot support in good conscience. The reserve should be used in cases of national emergency only. Furthermore, why did Clinton announce his decision so close to the election? Why? Why? Oil prices have spiked to nearly $40 a barrel. We need to help hard-working Americans as opposed to lazy working Americans, and states like New Hampshire by making temporary allowances from our reserve. I understand the impulse to help American families, but the reserve should be used in cases of national emergency only. This action is unwise. Everyone loves hearing about lowering oil prices, so I'm gonna go with that. I'm going with that answer. If you want to win, supporting this move can't hurt. Hey, where's New Hampshire at? Hey, we just get a bigger lead because New Hampshire got 4 votes. Not as much as I thought for some reason. Let's look at the map right now. Popular vote, I'm ahead by 51% to Bush's 51.5% to Bush's 46.0. Nader got 2.3 and Buchanan got 0.3%. I don't even know who Buchanan is. I'm pretty sure I read him out, but I don't remember who he was. Who does he? I can't hover. And let's look at the electoral vote. Right now, I have an estimated 384 to Bush's 154. All right. Let's see. In West Virginia, I'm leading by 1 point. In Nevada, I am leading by 2 points. In Montana, I'm down by 5. North Dakota, I've dropped. It was closer, but I've dropped in North Dakota. Yeah, I dropped in North Dakota. It's close in Colorado. You know what? Let's go to, oh no, it's even, yeah. I think we need to go to Colorado. Everything's moderate there. And they got eight electoral votes. Let's go to Colorado. Do you think that new regulations from Bill Clinton have unfairly hurt coal-producing states? Unfortunately, coal is one of the dirtiest forms of energy in existence. I don't see how we can continue to rely on it for the majority of America's energy needs. Absolutely, this is just another example of meddling that harms the economy, hurts energy production, and puts hard-working Americans out of work. Listen, now, I know that this is what Gore said for real during that campaign, and he lost. So I'm gonna just go with, listen, the meddling hurts a lot of stuff, okay? And it puts people out of jobs, okay? We're in Colorado, all right? Oh, but what does damage us though? Because I mean, we know it's bad, but I mean, there's a lot of moderates there as well, right? Is moderates in Colorado? Yeah, there's a lot of, they're moderate on everything. Oh man, so what they, because they'll probably be like, hey, yeah, it is dirty. Oh, this is a tough question. Oh man, I'm saying 2 answers too. To my base, this might hurt my base. It might. I think I might be able to lose Colorado and still maintain my strength. I don't want to gain Colorado and lose my lead in other places. I'll go with the first one. This is a good liberal answer that motivates your base. That's what I'm saying. But you know, that was a tough question. Another day, another rally on the campaign trail. What do you prefer to talk about today? So let's see. We're in Colorado, and they're neutral on Bill Clinton. They're moderate on everything else. Domestic issues. Let's talk about domestic issues and remind voters that, you know, yeah, let's do that. Hey, listen, guys, we need stuff we need to fix. All right, we need to fix these stuff. I don't want to rely everything on Bill Clinton. All right, where to get that crowd fired up? All right, thank you very much. Oh shoot, Florida hasn't changed. I also haven't been there. let's go to Florida, because you got to eventually. Do you support proposals to expand oil drilling in Alaska, specifically in the Alaska National Wildlife Refuge? Absolutely. Anything we can do to work towards energy independence in this country is a positive step. Oil and coal are the foundations of any energy policy and should be exploited as much as possible, in the exact opposite of what I just said last night in Colorado. This is a giveaway to oil companies that will not resolve America's underlying energy issues. We need more government investment in renewable. They might not like that question. This is fine with me, but it is a small part of the overall revolution. We need to drill wherever we can. I oppose these plans. The NWAR is an environmental treasure of the United States, and the oil gain from any exploitation will be relatively limited. I don't like saying that we need more government investment in renewable energy, but I can say I oppose these plans. Shoot. No, I'm gonna say I oppose these plans. It is a treasure. The oil from any exploitation will be relatively limited. Could that be a lie? But I don't want to say we need more government investment though, because they might say, well, that's damn. This is another, because we're in the final stretch right now. And this is only on easy. Holy shit, this is only easy. No, I'm gonna say we need more government investment in renewable energy sources and a strict regulation of oil and coal. Good liberal answer. All right, question 22. What we're gonna talk about? Let's attack George Bush. Yeah, let's attack. You're out of touch, old Bush. You're out of touch. And Florida is mine. I will save Florida from Rick Scott and DeSantis and the other dude. I can't remember his name, but all of them from what Florida has become. No Florida man. Okay. Now I'm gonna take all the bad stuff out of Florida. Florida man, the Florida Heat, and the goddamn Jacksonville Jaguars all must go. All the bad things about Florida must go. All right. Okay. So we're on question 23, I think it was. So there's like 2 more places to go to. What are 2 very important places I don't want to fall behind in? I still think I can like get a push in the Carolinas though. But Georgia's closer. Okay, we got to go to Georgia. Georgia's way closer. We have to go back to Georgia. What do you have to say about the candidacy of Ralph Nader? I think this is a naive, misguided campaign that will split liberal support and risk putting George W. Bush, the Bush stands for white, in the White House. I will attack Nader's campaign and call upon him to withdraw. I'm not going to attack the man's campaign. He can run his campaign. This is America. This is America. This is America. I thought this was America. You don't punch down in politics. That's a lie. I will run my own campaign and trust that voters will be smart enough to reject the Green Party in November, although I'm using a lot of the Green Party's tactics. We shouldn't mention Nader by name, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to emphasize the more liberal aspects of our platform to reduce his support. Yeah, I'm not going to mention them, but let's steal his shit. Let's just steal his shit. Yeah. He got a little extra. We just take his stuff. It is November 2nd. Damn, it's November 2nd. I told y'all we was in the final stretch. Only 5 days before voting. News has just broken that George Bush was arrested for drunken driving in 1976. What is your response? This isn't an appropriate story for me to comment on. I will stick to the issues in my campaign speeches. And my spokesperson will issue a brief denial that we had anything to do with the timing of this revelation. Now look, this could go both ways, because we could say we're not going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what we want to talk about, and people could applaud that, but they could get mad and say, yo, you're giving a free topic to kill him on, and you're not taking it. Or we could attack him on it, and people are like, yeah, get him. He was a reckless person in his youth. Or they could attack us and say, really? Like, he was young, he was dumb. We've all been arrested for drunk driving. Are you gonna get mad at us too? So it can go both ways. I'll remind the American people that this election is about the issues of who will be better, or who will better lead the nation. Personal foibles, listen, that's not going to win us any election using words like that. Like a DUI arrest in 76 should not factor into the voting, because back in 76, you don't want to find pictures of me, because in 76, I was in there dancing to that damn Jackson's album, all right, and listening to songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder, all right. You don't want to. I was in my funk disco phase, all right, looking like George Clinton. Not Bill, no relation to Bill though. I will hold a press conference and ask the American people what else George Bush is lying about. Not only did he admit to cocaine use, but now he has been caught red-handed attempting to hide it. That might be me fishing. Saying, hey, look, he admitted to doing cocaine. He lied about DUI arrest. What else he got going on? Or I could be like, yo, okay, they only giving me 2 options are similar, 1 is different. Should I be like, yo, what else is he lying about? Because remember, Bill Clinton was like, yeah, I smoked marijuana. In my day, we called it reefer in college. I did not like it. I didn't get high. I didn't inhale. And people was like, yeah, you didn't like it. You didn't even smoke it. You didn't inhale it. You might as well have not did it at all then. Let's attack them. Because it's the final. Let's attack them. Boom. This is not the best response. Oh shit. That should be hurting Bush. By inserting yourself into things, you've not helped your image. Yeah, but I've hurt his, alright? Okay. Last 2 questions. Last 2 questions. I mean, I think that was a good idea. Like, yo, what else could he possibly be untruthful about? Oh, I didn't even look at Missouri with the 11. Let's go to Missouri. You know what I mean? Let's go to Missouri. Because we but we got a lead there. We also, no. Okay. They got 21 though. They got 21 and it's the same. Oh, but okay. Damn, but I've been to Ohio. Let's go to Missouri and get some extra votes. Probably a bad decision to go to Missouri, but where will you make the final stops on your campaign before the voting begins? I'm here, bitch, Missouri. We need to focus on states like Missouri, Tennessee, and Arkansas. Clinton may have won them 4 years ago, but they seem to be wavering this time around. Or I will spend the end of my campaign with my running mate in Florida. This state will be critical to our chances. I will appear in Pennsylvania and spend the latter half of the day in Ohio. These are 2 huge states that we can secure. The upper Midwest is key. I will start in Iowa, travel to Wisconsin, end up in Michigan. Those states don't like me well. But I think I can get them though. But we did win those states last time around. So I think we should strengthen what we have instead of attacking defending where we're weak at. We strengthen where we're at. It could be a better platform to stand on. Hopefully you can pull these states out and win the election. Good luck. Thank you. Election night has arrived. Settle in and wait for the returns. However long it may take, best of luck. Thank you. Is this Tim Klein? And then he won with Clinton, not Bill, Rotterdam. And this lady, I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble for not knowing her name. Okay, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. The 2000 presidential election. George Bush versus Vice President Al Gore. versus Ralph Nader versus James Bill Buchanan. Let's go. All right. Okay. Click on the state to view detailed results. Once returns for that state arrive. All right. Woo. Okay. First state is in. I don't know even what state that is, but they have voted for Bush. So did the state above it. Voted for Bush. And that's South Carolina for Bush. A couple of the New England states voted for us for Gore. We did a lot of campaigning in North Dakota. He won 55 to 43. Oh, would you look at that? We got Illinois. Oh, he got Georgia. Oh my God, he got Georgia. He got Georgia. Bush is, well, we're still, okay, I was about to say we're winning, but I did a lot in Georgia. Son of a bitch. Okay. We didn't campaign in Utah. Oh, we got Tennessee. That's 11 points for us. We didn't get Ohio. It was close in Ohio. I won. I mean, we won. We won. Congratulations. You won this year's election. Click OK to view the rest of the returns, or skip straight to the results. Wow. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going. So we got New Mexico. 49.3 to Bush's 47.5. We got Florida. Oh, look at these Midwest states. Missouri, Illinois, Iowa, which is where I campaigned at the end. Okay, so let's see. So we won 318 versus Bush's 220. So we won 49.7% to 47.4%. So if we look at the actual map, so we won the same states as Gore did, except we won Missouri, which Bush won in real life, and we also won Tennessee, which Bush won in real life. Outside of that, a lot of the results were the same, except we took New Hampshire, which Bush took in real life. And ironically, the most pivotal one was Florida with their 25 votes. Which, hey, Al Gore needed Florida for real, because we could have, let's see, 318 minus 220 is 98. So we still could have lost Florida in one. Because a big addition was winning Tennessee and winning Missouri. So if we add so that added a lot of points for in our favor. Let's see. If we took out Missouri, we'll have 307. And if we took out Tennessee, we'll have 296. And then if we took out Florida, we'll have 271. Wait, my math right? My math might be terrible, y'all. It might be terrible. But we won some big states though, which, I mean, listen, so the big thing though is that it's not that Gore performed badly in the election. It's just that there was certain, because if you take these two out, we still would be in the lead, right? Which is very similar to what actually happened with the exception of this fourth from New Hampshire. But Florida comes into play a lot because we need 270 to win, right? So if we take out Tennessee, it's 307. We take out Missouri, that's 296. You check out that fourth from New Hampshire, that's 292. We still win even if we get Florida. If we remove Florida, we have 267, which we do not win. So if we would have won New Hampshire like we did, we beat the real Gore. We win Missouri and we win Tennessee, right? Which Gore did not win in the election. If we don't get Florida, we still lose, even by winning 3 extra states that had a good amount of. It had 22 electoral votes. So 22 is of course less than what we needed. So, man, because if we have all of those 3, that's 26 to Florida's 25. Which is pretty major. So let's look at the states we lost and see how bad by. In Indiana, we lost 45 to 53. In Ohio, which we did some campaigning there, perhaps not enough, because we lost 49 to 48. West Virginia, which we were ahead in, shows that polling is not always accurate, because we were ahead by a good little bit, I think by 3 or 4 points in West Virginia, but when everyone came out to vote, we lost by a lot, 52 to 46% of the vote. Virginia, we did a lot of polling there. We lost 52 to 46% of the vote. North Carolina 55 to 43. Nader, I don't even think he was on the ballot in North Carolina. South Carolina, we lost by an even wider margin because I didn't go there, which was 56 to 41%. In Georgia, who we did a good amount of polling in Georgia. I mean, campaigning of Georgia, we still lost 51 to 47. And we lost Louisiana, which I thought we was going to get Louisiana because we did so well there. We lost pretty much 51 to 47 in Louisiana. Ironically, Arkansas was close. We lost 49 to 48. Texas, which probably was our biggest loss we took, which was 61 to 37. I didn't even bother campaigning in Texas. Oklahoma was closer than Texas, I mean. Let's look at North Dakota. We lost 57 to 39 in North Dakota, close to Texas. Let's see. Oh, wow. Look at this one. By an even wider margin in Wyoming, we lost 62 to 34 in Wyoming. Oh, even bigger in Idaho, which I didn't even know Idaho was all the way over here. I thought it was over here. We lost 63 to 35.3. We lost Nevada, which was by 48 to 47. Utah, 65 to 32. We lost Utah. Arizona, we lost 49 to 46. Alaska, 56 to 32. We won Hawaii, 54 to 37. Nader got 7%. I think that's the best he polled anywhere in the country. Was in Alaska. He did pretty well in New York, 5.7. He did well. So he did pretty well in the New England states, actually. Just not well anywhere outside of it. Oh, he did pretty good in California as well. Did pretty good in Nevada. Did pretty good in Colorado, because we took a lot of his base stuff. So that makes me wonder if I didn't decide to attack his platform, how different would the results have been? Because we took a good amount of his support. So wow. Final results. Despite another challenge being thrown at you, you've cast aside George Bush and flipped the script on the Republicans, allowing Democrats to win their own 3 presidential elections in a row. The House and Senate have tightened up in your favor, but you will still have to appeal to moderate Democrats to pass legislation. So we got the Senate and the House. You'll no doubt be continuing the economic policies of Clinton, but with your own Al Gore twist. Never pick. The environment, healthcare for all, and technology will be your 3 goals on the next term. And if you are successful as Clinton in your achievements, 2004 will be a cakewalk. Unfortunately, there's a date in that meantime, that in between time, that might mess all that up. So we won 53 million votes. Let's look at the actual to see who won, how they won that one. In real life, George Bush won 271 to Al Gore's 266, a lot close in real life. Bill Clinton. George Bush won 50.4 million in real life, and in our simulation he won 50.7. So George pretty much did the same. It's just that he took those 3 states I told you about. Plus he stole Florida. So Al Gore won 48.4% of the popular vote. We won 49.7. Bush won 47.9, and our one he wrote 47.5. So Bush did damn near the exact same. But we just did slightly better than Al Gore did in very random states like Tennessee and Missouri. Now, I don't even know if I went to New Hampshire to campaign there. Well, I think I did. I don't remember, but wow. Those are the results by state. Tennessee was really close. So was Missouri, really close. Oh, here's the actual facts right here. I'm done. So in our simulation, Ralph Nader actually did slightly worse, only by 0.2%, and Pat Buchanan only did slightly worse by 0.3%. I don't know. I didn't do anything about Pat Buchanan, but I think because I stole just a slight percentage of Nader's people, that probably helped us. Maybe not in the grand scheme of things, but I'm sure it definitely did. They got some nice little history packages. All right. So that was President Ghost playing the new campaign trail. Again, there's a bunch of different elections you can do. You can do the 1960 election. You can do the 1860 election between Abraham Lincoln and Stephen A. Douglas. You can do that one as well. Battling over the Civil War. I don't know what 2016 A is. I guess this was made before the election, and this one was made after the fact. So you can play it. I think a lot of people will have fun playing this game to be president for a day. No idea. I'm definitely gonna play more to see if you guys would like me to do more President Ghost. I certainly can. It's very fun, and hey, whoever you vote for in this coming election, I just hope you would think about it a little bit longer than just saying, well, I want the other people to be sad. Think about what you actually believe is harmful to the country and what will make it better. Do you really think some of the stuff going on will actually make the country better, or will it make it a whole lot worse? I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Some of the things you think might make it better might actually hurt the country in the long run. It might help you now, but it might hurt in the long run. So I guess that's all I'm going to say about that. Whoever you vote for, as I'm saying this, there was an ad for the election. They're listening. They're listening to me. They found out that I had Gore beat Bush. They're coming for me. Everybody, please like this video and make sure that they remember my name. That they remember the name of President Ghost.